Welcome back to Travis Teaches Guitar. I am your relationship counselor for this instrument. Today I want to talk to you about something that they call stage fright, nerves, public speaking on steroids, a nightmare for some. But I want to talk to you about it, give you a little bit of my experience, and then I'm going to tell you how you can deal with it. So first, when I first got this in my hands, I had no intention of singing whatsoever. Never, not once, did not want to be with a microphone in my mouth. I just wanted to play. And I am still like that. But what happens when you get a guitar is that it changes your life whether you like it or not. Because when your friends know that you play guitar, you don't go to a party anymore and just be a fly in the wall if that's what you used to do, because they just assume you're going to sing. Even if they've never heard you sing before, you have a guitar, so they presume that you're going to sing songs. And the more that you deliver on that, the more you're going to be expected to do it. So you're kind of become the human jukebox. So if this is not your intention, then you should probably curb that at the start and either sing very bad so nobody wants to hear you and just play guitar very well. Because it's kind of a curse and a blessing at the same time. If you're nervous of public speaking, then playing a guitar and being up there singing songs, if you're not very confident, will make you doubly nervous. So maybe triple nervous. My first actual solo gig, even if I had been on stage before with other people, when all the attention is focused on you, it's a whole different game at that point, right? There's nobody to deflect it on. You don't have band members to deflect the attention to. It's just you, and you feel like everybody's staring at you because they are. Maybe some people are not, but it sure feels like everybody in that place is. And if that place is packed out, they are all looking at you, especially in the beginning. Sometimes you can't even do a proper sound check because you walk into a gig, for instance, like at a restaurant or something, there's already people there. If you're relieving another musician, there's already people there. They know you're switching out. They saw the last one leave and pack up, and they see you coming in to play. So if they just came in, they're not fixing to leave anytime soon. So it's time for you to play, and you have to have your stuff together, and that can make a gig go bad or good from the start. So there's a lot of different skills that go into this, but this also feeds into the nervousness, because if something is not right or you're just generally nervous, then that will keep snowballing. So you have to get that under control. Now I know, hundreds, thousands of musicians, personally, and some people seem to be just not so nervous about it. Some other people have massive stage fright. I'm one of those who had massive stage fright. I had noticed I would never even sing in an ensemble before, even in a choir when there's other people singing. I still would not sing. I will not go out on the dance floor and dance. I won't do anything. I don't like to have that spotlight on me. But if it's deflected by somebody else, I'm a lot better with it. But when it's solo and you've got, a couple hundred people looking at you, waiting for you you feel like they're waiting for you to mess up. They're not. They're there to be entertained, but in your brain, thoughts are just going. And I have literally been so bad in the beginning that everything just started to close in on me on a purple circle. That's not good. You're about to pass out at that point, and that's not good. That's not the kind of show, that people came to see, but it's certainly something that they're going to talk about for a while, so you don't really want that to happen. You want them to talk about that good performance you had, not the guy who passed out, halfway through his first song. So it happens, and it happens to just about everybody. But you just learn to manage it. And the best way that I can tell you to manage it is just be as prepared as you possibly can be. Don't go into a gig or into a situation and not be prepared if you're the type that you're going to be nervous like that. know what you're going to play. Open with something that is comfortable to you, that you can play like the back of your hand, and even if you're nervous, that you can still get through it. I used to do an Eagle song that I would never mess up, never. And I could sing it even if my throat was closing in or my eyes were going shut. I could still sing it because it wasn't out of my range, and it was easy, just easy to pull off. So, and also it generally set the mood, and then people would be, oh, okay. And then when they got a little bit looser, then I got looser. Then they got looser. So I learned that little trick to don't start off with something that is insanely complicated or something that you may or may not make a mistake at, because that in itself will make you more nervous than what you were. And then of course that's going to keep snowballing, because when you get nervous, you get tight, you get tense, your timing starts to suffer, you start missing chords, you're thinking about what is this person hearing, you're listening to your sound, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm being broadcast throughout the entire city. You can't be thinking about that. You're there to enjoy yourself, and that's it, and to entertain people. So you cannot let this stuff enter into your brain. This is why I think a lot of people maybe drink during their gigs, or smoking it has always been out for me, because you want to talk about getting paranoid and making matters worse. Having a smoke before a gig and getting high and then being paranoid to even walk into your own gig, it's not good. So that is 10 times worse. Then you're hearing every little sound, and that's when you start thinking, man, I'm thousands of people are hearing me, and pretty soon you're not singing anymore, and you're just broadcasting and talking to yourself over the microphone, and people are just staring at you. So that's quite the experience, and one not to be repeated. It just depends on your personality. So my general advice is just be prepared. Practice your butt off if you have a gig. Be over prepared. Do not start the gig with something that you may or may not make a mistake. Save that for when you get comfortable and you're having a good time, right? The live performance thing is all about communicating with the audience. So you need to get that energy, that good energy going back and forth between you, and then everything will be all right up to then. You have enough stuff to worry about, like your sound and all that stuff. You don't need to have other factors in there making you nervous. Just be you, just be calm, be prepared, and that's it. And deal with your stage fright. If you've got it, it's probably not going anywhere. You'll just learn to manage with it like I do. You're not going to get any more scared of that stage than I am. And I did it for years and managed it. So you can too. Okay? So until next time, keep practicing.